What is up, y'all? Jerry here, and we are back again with another daily live stream on Underdog Fantasy. You already know what it is. We stream every single day around here, so make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, turn the notifications on because we don't go live at the same time every day. Don't want to miss these live streams, man. We have a lot of fun around here. So, hope everyone is having a beautiful Monday, whether you're working or not. And we're gonna get these drafts in, man. We don't waste any time around here. We're just gonna get right to it. We have hopped in a war room. We are waiting for 5, so hopefully this can fill. I think it might take a little minute for this to fill because I also started this stream pretty short notice, so hopefully the people are aware. But hey, that's why you gotta get those notifications on. You know what I mean? Know when I'm going live because sometimes it's just a little short notice. But I get it in every day, no matter what. What's up, Trivioli? Travioli. I think it's Travioli. What's up, dog? How we doing on this beautiful morning? You're in 4 room war. I can't even talk this morning, dog. You're in 4 war room slows. Otherwise, you'd hop in. I appreciate it, man. That's okay. Get your slows in, whatever way you can get them in. Just yeah, hell yeah, dude. Reese, GM, how we doing today? Danimal, GM Danimal, great to see you in here. If anyone wants to hop in the war room with me, we are waiting for 5. Might take a minute to fill, so could just go over some of my exposures or old teams while we're waiting to fill. We got Jamie in here. What's up, Jamie? Everyone be like Jamie. Turn the notifications on. That's why he's always in here right away. Finishing up a rookie mock draft for another channel. That's pretty sweet, man. Maybe I'll do like a mock draft one time before the actual NFL draft. That could be fun. Even though I don't know too much about all the prospects or potential landing spots. In years past, I've kind of looked into it a little more, but not as much this year. Could still be fun though, because there's not really any going wrong, right? Because it's literally impossible to get your mock draft right. So it's kind of just for fun. We could definitely do that one time as well. And I hope that goes well for you, Jamie. We got Newtown Kid in here, back at it again. As always, my friend, we are back at it. Now, it looks like this war room might take a minute to fill. If anyone wants to hop in here, definitely help fill this out. But let's see. Would we rather go over some exposures or some past teams? Let's go over some past teams in the big board. Let's just scroll down. Now, let's look at my first toot team. I did this one with Bindles. I'm just going to be clicking on some random teams. So let's see my first toot team with Bindles. We drafted Jackson Dart and Trevor Lawrence as our quarterbacks. Running backs, Josh Jacobs, Bayshell Tootin. Sorry, that's tough to come out of my mouth that I actually drafted him. Jordan Mason, Tyrone Tracy, Keaton Missile, Brian Robinson, and Jordan James. Still a pretty fun running back room. Receivers, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors are fun to get on the same team. Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore at 69 is pretty nice. Michael Pittman, Troy Franklin, Chris Brazzle-Dazzle, and Calvin Austin with Jackson Dart. I think this was before Darnell Mooney signed. So, is what it is. Calvin Austin could just be a 0, but who cares? Tight ends, Brenton Strange, Isaiah Likely, Chig Okonkwo. Chig Okonkwo at 196 too. That's pretty nice. And then Likely at 165 with the stack with Dart is pretty fun right there. And we reached on Dart, but got Trevor to fall back to us. So that evens out pretty well. Kind of like that team. Let's click on another random one. You know what? We're almost close to 200 subscribers. We're at 198 subscribers right now. 2 away. So let's check out how my 100 subs for 100 pull-ups draft turned out. Now, what I remember about this one is it was hard to focus. It was hard to concentrate and just doing a bunch of pull-ups in between my picks. But quarterbacks, we got Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers. Nice little trio right there. Running backs, Ashton Jeanty, Tony Pollard, Blake Corum, Mike Washington at 157. Tank Bigsby, Braylon Allen. Receivers, we reached up for Drake London, so we got a little different with Drake London, Ashton Jeanty. That's always fun. And yeah, this was when Pollard was still going pretty high, but we got Blake Corum to fall back to us, so kind of evens out some of that value a bit. We had to get JMO. 100 subscriber special. We had to get our boy JMO. Parker Washington, another boy of ours. Pause. Romeo Dobbs at 132. I was trying to draft a lot of Romeo Dobbs before he signed because I just figured he would go up and haven't drafted him much since. Jalen McMillan, 156. Kind of the same thing with him. Ryan Flournoy, Jacoby Lane, Calvin Austin, with Tucker Kraft, Kenyon Sadiq as our tight ends. Fun little draft right here, actually. Not too bad. Not too bad. We are still waiting for 5 in this warm room. Now we're waiting for 7. Okay. You know what? This is going to take too long. I'm not gonna do the war room right now. Let's hop in a regular big board, and then hopefully we can get in a war room after. Fucking developer mode. Okay, I'm gonna hop in on my phone. It is taking too long, unfortunately. Maybe we can get into a war room afterwards, because I only have 2 more big boards. So I don't want to do both of my big boards today. I'd like to save one for a different stream, but we'll hop in our second last big board right now. And then maybe I'll stay hopped in the war room on another screen just to monitor how it's feeling. Okay, we are in and waiting for 5 for the big board. Did I hop in a big board? I did, right? Why is it not popping up? Come on now. You have no active drafts. What's going on? Am I lagging again? I hope not. We should be in a draft room right now. This would be a lot easier if it would just let me join on my computer. Okay, now it did. That's so weird. Y'all saw that, right? It was in developer mode or whatever that BS was. So strange, so strange. But we are in a big board waiting for 2. And we'll get rolling on that. I'm going to stay hopped in a war room, though, and just keep another tab open to monitor it, because I still want to get into a war room afterwards. That would be fun. But 2 more for the big board. I know it's not the best time to stream, but it's the only time I really have today. Got some plans after this. So we're getting it in no matter when we can get it. Waiting for 1. Yeah, dude, we got some rough times on Underdog for sure, man. That's funny. But this will be our second last. Look at this. We got 1 left, and then we're maxed out. It's at 94.5% full, so we are definitely above expectation for when it will fill. But I'm cool with that. I still want to stream every day, so I might just do some drafts on DraftKings. If we can't fill this war room by the time this big board is done, I'll probably just hop over to DraftKings and do a little draft over there. I think that would still be fun. Stay in the mode of drafting. You know what I mean? So we'll wait for this to fill. Waiting for 1. People definitely not drafting too much at 11 a.m. But that's okay. We are. And we're going to take everyone else's money who is. Respectfully. All right, there we go. We are full. What pick do we get? Pick 1. Oh my goodness. I love it. Dude, I'm going to be dead serious. I'll be completely honest with you guys. So like I was, maybe this TMI, I don't know, but I was like walking around just in my underwear in my house this morning, and I was going to just do my stream just in my underwear. But something told me I had to put pants on, in case I had to make a run for it. So I'm glad I did, because we're making a run for it. You already know. See this, Dan? You got that jersey, Dan? That's what's up. We'll get our boy Gibbs. I'm taking him 1-on-1 every time. I don't care. Screw Bijan. We are Gibbs drafters over here. And we got Trevoli in here at the 103. Couldn't join the War Room. So glad you're able to join this one. I recognize Chris. Not sure if Chris is in the live stream, but definitely been drafting with him. If you're in here, Chris, if you're lurking, say what's up, dog. And if anyone else is in here, definitely let me know. We got our boy Gibbs. It's a good day. Trevoli gets Jamar Chase. That's always a great pick as well. Jamar Chase, 103. Absolutely love it. Definitely glad I put pants on so I could actually make a run for it. We got to keep the bit alive. You know what I mean? We got to keep the bit alive. Now, I got to remember, this is my second last draft. So, I don't know. I've been drafting like some different teams recently. Like trying to just get a little out of the box with strategies that I've done. But with my last two drafts, I might just draft like my favorite players. We'll see what's up, though. We'll see what's up. And yo, we got a celebrity in here. We got the Goofy Chicken. What's clucking, Goofy? How we doing today, man? Congratulations on 100 subscribers, man. I remember how good that felt for me when I hit it. Almost at 200 now, but man, you're on your way there too. Love to see it, man. The best ball community is growing. And what the hell? JSN at 8. That's a nice pick right there. That's a clucking good pick right there. And yeah, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. We're streaming every single day around here, and we're loving it. No matter what time it is, sometimes it's early in the morning, sometimes it's late at night, but no matter what, we're getting it in. Because as our boy Goofy Chicken says, drafters draft. So that's what we're doing. We are drafters and we are drafting. Staying true to that. Absolutely. Now, at the 101, what do I want to be doing? I have no idea. Do I want to get a team that I've never drafted before? Or do I want to just get my favorite players? We'll see. We'll see what comes to us. We don't like to think too far in advance. We just roll with the punches, take what the draft room gives us. And it looks like it could be a very interesting draft room because we got CMC going 5, JT 6, Gene T 7. So maybe this draft room's a little cornflakes, or sorry, a little frosted flakes for running backs. We'll keep an eye on that. But JSN at 8 might be the farthest I've seen him go, actually, which is quite interesting. Lofty's not falling for it. Gets his CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, the double wide receiver start. Not too many people starting double wide receivers. Like in the war room that we did yesterday, we started quad wide receivers. We started 4 wide receivers in that, which is probably better in a bigger field contest like the Big Board or Best Ball Mania, one of those things, the puppy. But, we take what the draft room gives us, and it gave us a lot of good wide receivers, so we took them. And we'll see who comes back to us here, man. A lot of good players on the board. See what GMK does. Trevoli going with the double Cincy. I respect it. Definitely respect it. All right. I definitely want Bowers if he's there. See what GMK does, though. He takes Bowers. So this is what I'm kind of feeling. We could get Rashee Rice, actually. Don't have a ton of Rashee Rice. But do I want to draft based on that? Based on the fact that I don't have much of him? Or do I want to just pack my bags that Rashee Rice, not great. Let's take him. I'm hesitating, and I want Chris Olave instead. I don't care. I'm going with my intuition. I'm not getting a lot of Rashee Rice in this contest. We'll get him in another contest, even though, like, he's going at the back end of the third most of the contest. I don't care, man. My intuition wanted me to take Chris Olave and Nico Collins, which I don't think I have with Gibbs. I want to take a look. I think I posted this team on Twitter, so I'm going to take a look because I'm not sure if it was with Gibbs that I got Rashee Rice at 46, but there was one team that I got Rice at 46 on, and I want to go find out what it was. Not that one. Okay, it was a Ja'Marr Chase team. So it wasn't Gibbs. But yeah, I do have a team with Rashee Rice at 46, which is sick. It was Ja'Marr Chase, George Pickens, Rashee Rice, Devontae Adams, and then I had Derrick Henry, RJ Harvey as my first two running backs, with Hurts and Goddard stacked up as well. That's a pretty nice team. I like that team a lot. I ruined it by taking Tyreek Hill at 190 for my first Tyreek Hill share, but I was just kind of going with the theme that most of my receivers could be in jail. So felt appropriate. Yeah, we are almost at 200 subscribers, man. 200 subscribers, gonna feel so nice. The goal is before the NFL draft. Seems likely, seems probable. Not trying to get ahead of myself. But man, that'll feel great. You've done a draft where you select only guys you are fading. When are you going to do an only stands draft? That might be my very last big board. My very last big board might do players that I'm only all the way in on. That feels appropriate. But I think I'm going to save that one for tomorrow. I would like to get in a war room. I'm still in a war room lobby right now, and we are waiting for 8. So this one's going to be maybe a little tough to fill at this time, but going to stay in it. Hopefully it fills, and we can do a war room after this because, I mean, I made the title and thumbnail all about the war room. So did you put in your audition for Pete's Tout reality show yet? No, I haven't yet. I've had like a busy week since he announced that. But one day this week I will make it. I heard he is accepting accepting the auditions up until the NFL draft. So still got a couple weeks. I'm not trying to force it or anything, and I haven't even really had the time to really give it much thought as to what I would say or do. So I'm being patient with it, but one day this week, I'm sure I will be able to make it. Probably after I hit 200 subscribers, then I could just flex that in there too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, no Zay Lamar combo in this one. So that's okay. We got Gibbs. I will take Gibbs over a Zay Lamar combo every single day of the week. And damn, MD with the fun start right here. Puka, London, AJ Brown, Lad. Very interesting. And we're gonna get sniped on JMO, aren't we? But we'll get one of these guys either way. Hopefully we can get both. That'd be pretty sweet. See what GMK does. You want Waddle, dude. And he takes Judkins. Okay. Well, I'm pretty stoked about this. We take JMO and we take Loveland. This makes me happy when I don't have Bowers or McBride and Loveland comes back to the turn. That feels great. And then Gibbs, JMO. Give me Gibbs, JMO over Zay Lamar all damn day, dude. All day. You can have Judkins and Toot Toot. GMK. They're all yours, buddy. I love this start right here. I don't even know if I've drafted Nico and Olave together on the same team before. Which I know that's like the chalky pick right there as like wide receivers that are usually available. But I haven't drafted too much of either of them. Let me check my exposures. Nico, I have 6.9% Nico. I don't even necessarily want to be that underweight because I think he's just a good pick there. And then Olave, I have less. I have 2.9% Olave, which could just be bad as well. Because I don't necessarily want to fade those guys that much. It's just kind of how it's worked out for me. But we get him on this team. Getting guys that I want more of and kind of balancing the exposures at the same time. Not really too worried about balancing my exposures anymore because this is my second to last draft. But we're making it work. And this is a really fun start, especially getting JMO at 48. I love me some JMO at 48, man. Give me winning Powerball numbers over Gibbs JMO all day. Hey, dude, I'm with you there, okay? I'm still with you there. I'm not too crazy. Chris goes with a naked Jaden Daniels, which I don't hate either because Jaden Daniels is one of my highest drafted quarterbacks. Like Jaden Daniels, I think Jared Goff is my highest drafted quarterback. And then it's like Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, and Jalen Hurts. A lot of J names. Yo, like you gotta be wary of the J names, man. Look at this shit. Look at these J names at quarterback. Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts. And then we have Rodgers. Rodgers is just free. So if he's a zero, he's a zero, but I don't mind it. The 11% Zaza doesn't feel the best right now because he might not even play his rookie season. Like, I don't think he's going to play as much as Jackson Dart, for example. But we will see. Time will tell. Injuries happen too. You never know. And 11% Lamar, just not with Zay Flowers. But these 6th round quarterbacks, I just like quite a bit, man. They just feel like good values. And we're still waiting for 7 in the war room. Hopefully we can get that filled by the time. Okay, it just popped up a little bit more. But I would like it to fill near the end of this draft so we don't have to go back and forth. But I definitely want to do a war room today because that's what the title and thumbnail are about. Now, Caleb Williams would feel nice on this team. This guy doesn't have any Chicago, so he takes Jordan Tyson. Caleb Williams, I am happy with. Now, do we want a receiver or do we want a running back? You know, one running back that I've kind of not drafted a lot of. I think I'm going to go with one of these guys. Either Ramondre or Chuba Duba Do. Could have gone Drake May, Ramondre. But, Chuba Hubbard or Ramondre Stevenson. I don't know. I really don't know because none of the wide receivers really are too enticing for me. I'm just going to shuffle it. I'm going to shuffle it. We'll let God decide. It takes the Canadian, Chuba Duba Do. Let's do it, man. Chuba Hubbard, pick 73. I guess that's just what I'm supposed to have on this team. I'm cool with it. Did you do the Pete Tout Show entry thing? What's up, Christopher? Not yet. I was just talking about this. I haven't done it yet. I've been busy since he announced it, and I want to give it some thought and really do a good job making a video. But one day this week, I'm sure I will make a video about it and enter his contest. That definitely sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like it's right up my alley, and I would enjoy doing that for sure. Yeah, it sounds great. Honestly, like So he said it's a reality show, right? Like, is he accepting multiple people and then we're doing something throughout the season? Or is he just selecting one person and then they win all the stuff and that's who gets like the spot like on his channel or whatever? I really don't even know. But I'm still gonna do it for sure. And Drake May falls to 81, man. Where is Drake May going to be going in Best Ball Mania? He's definitely going to be going at least in the 8th round, right? Because all these quarterbacks here are probably going to fall around. I would think so, right? Except Jalen Hurts, I think, will stay like in the 6th round. Joe Burrow will stay in the 6th round, I think. But Trevor, Drake May, Dak Prescott, Caleb Williams, I could definitely see falling around or even 2 by the end of Best Ball Mania. Just kind of what happens, I think. Oh, he's selecting multiple? That makes sense. That'd be fun. Definitely something I would like to do. And I think I'd be good at it, you know? And maybe we'll get maybe me and Goofy Chicken will get selected, you know, and we can cluck it out on Pete's channel. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, definitely going to be doing that for sure. Because I mean, the truth serum thing is definitely something I want to think about, which might be difficult for me because I don't really hide anything that's on my mind. I don't mind speaking my mind and people being upset about my opinions or takes. So I don't know how much truth serum I really even have because I kind of just spew it all out anyways. You know what I mean? I have a lot of unpopular opinions, but that's okay. We'll definitely think of something creative and unique and make a fun video about it. Tucker Craft at 92 is quite nice as well. So I'm definitely considering just pulling up Jared Goff right here. We have JMO, we have Gibbs. We could try and push for Shuck, though. That's the thing. Tyler Shuck, ADP 118. Could try and push for him. I definitely want, I think I might push quarterback. Mahomes goes. Dowdle, Dobbins. These guys are nice too. I want, this is tough. Let's go Wandale because that opens up another quarterback as well for us. And then I think I want one of these running backs. Dowdle, Dobbins. I think I might be feeling Dobbins on this team. I think I might be feeling Dobbins. Dowdle's nice too, though, and so is Michael Pittman. You know what? I'm going all the way out of the box. We're going Jayden Reed. We're getting real weird. We're getting Jayden Reed. Why? I don't know. His name was standing out to me. I'd just rather get like really strong at receiver, I think, because the receivers, they just fall off so hard, especially if we're planning on taking a quarterback with this next pick. The receivers aren't my favorite in this range anyways. So let's just try it out, man. Let's just try it out. We'll get Jayden Reed. I mean, 3 quarterbacks go right next to us, so maybe that's not the best thing, but whatever, dude. All these guys have 2 quarterbacks, so maybe they'll let it push a little bit. But we get some more NFC North correlation with Detroit, Green Bay, and Chicago. So that's always fun. And I'm cool with it, man. We have Gibbs at running back. Anytime I have Gibbs at running back, I'm cool with pushing it even more. And just going like true hero RB. And we took Chuba Hubbard. So we're making the bet that Chuba Duba Doo is just the starting running back. You know? Yeah, just go against popular opinion. I mean, most of what I do is against popular opinion because honestly, I don't even really listen to many people's opinions anyways. So maybe some stuff I say is similar to theirs, but I kind of stray away from that as it is, man. They zig, we zag. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, gotta be wary of that jury guy. Beware of the J names. It's first names, okay? First names that start with a J. Talk to any woman, man. The women, they'll let you know, man. You got to be weary of the Jiri. Just kidding. I'm a sweetheart, okay? I treat women well. Okay, Shuck and Goff goes. That kind of sucks for us. I was kind of hoping one of these guys would fall back to us, but is what it is. We will figure it out. I'm cool with it. I don't mind pushing the quarterbacks and just trying. Like in a tournament like this with 558 people, I'm just gonna push it, man. And I'm gonna try and push our luck and really get some unique teams, right? When I'm drafting 150 of these, that's just how I want to do it. And I'm gonna be happy with that. We'll see who comes back to us now. Would have been really nice if we got Goff or Shuck, but is what it is. See what our boy Travoli does. Just don't take the one player I want. Travioli. I got to get that right. Travioli, Ravioli. He takes the cokehead. And Worthy. Did we just land it? Dude, this is Galaxy Brain at its finest. Last second, we took Jayden Reed, and who falls to us? Jordan Love? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. We Galaxy Brain the fuck out of that. And then I think I'm just going to take C-Rod. We need a running back. I think he just has the most upside. So I'm going to do it. I am so hyped that we got Jordan Love on the way back with Jayden Reed, because if y'all saw, we pulled up Jayden Reed last second to stack to get him on the team. And what we get rewarded with getting Jordan Love to stack it on the way back without reaching. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely love that, man. So now we have a 2-3-5-1 start with Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, running backs Jahmyr Gibbs, Chuba Dubadoo, Chris Rodriguez, receivers Nico Collins, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jayden Reed, and Colston Loveland at tight end. I love this team and how it's turning out. Just getting Jordan Love to fall back to us when we reached on Jayden Reed is a beautiful omen right there. Absolutely incredible. We love that, man. Bunch of tight ends going. There was some good tight end values for us, but when I have Colston Loveland, I'm treating him like an elite tight end, and I'm going to try and push it a little more. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Bayshell Tutin's ADP has risen a full round after the Jags signed Chris Rodriguez. That is pretty wild. I mean, maybe people just think Chris Rodriguez is like nothing, like because he wasn't anything too special in Washington. But when you really think about it, he was pretty good. And they gave him more opportunity than they did JCM. Like he earned his role. And hearing Liam Cohen talk about what he looks for in running backs, he looks for yards over expected, yards. I think yards over expected is the biggest one that he said he was looking for. And Chris Rodriguez had like over 4 yards over expected or something like that. Because he was saying like, you know, the running backs is going to get what we block for him, but what can they do on their own outside of that? And who knows, man, the running back position of all positions in football is one that can really go from like a guy being nothing or like not thought of as much of anything to just an absolute stud in the league. Like it happens all the time. There's so many instances of running backs being thought of as nothing and then they just turned out to be good. I mean, even think of like Tony Pollard or like Rico Dowdle, like some of these guys, you know, Jordan Mason, who was like absolutely nothing before he just turned out to show that he was at least decent, right? Like it happens so often. Kenneth Gainwell, man. What about Kenneth Gainwell last year, who was literally just undrafted in best ball and then turned out to just be good? Like it happens all the time, man. And the Jags, they have a good running scheme. Chris Rodriguez, he gets touchdowns. So I'm gonna make that bet and be happy about it. Yeah, Priest Holmes, undrafted a backup superstar. How about Austin Eckler? Like, how about Austin Eckler? How about Chase Brown? Every single year we get guys like that. So why is it not Chris Rodriguez this year? Seriously. Makes sense to me. Travis Hunter goes, I'm going to take Cam Ward for sure right here. And then do I want a receiver or do I want a running back? I don't really love the receivers at the next turn. I think there's some good running backs here too, but I would rather just stay strong at receiver. And, we talked about getting some guys that I just really like. One guy I really like is Rashid Shaheed. I like Juwan Jennings too. Denzel Boston I haven't drafted too much of, but Rashid Shaheed I just think is so undervalued. I really do. So I'm going to get another share right here. And then we took Cam Ward to stack with Wandale for our third quarterback. Whenever I have Colson Loveland, I'm completely fine stopping at 2 tight ends. I really don't feel the need to get 3, kind of no matter where I draft my second. So getting a third quarterback, I'm cool with. Good value with Cam Ward, and that's why we took Wandale, so we can open up that quarterback stack as well and feel really strong at receiver. A ton of spike week guys. Shaheed, Reed, JMO, Nico, all super high spike week guys. Wandale, Olave kind of provide some nice floor for us as well. And damn, dude, Isaac Tesla going all the way up there. And damn. Juwan Johnson. I'm liking how his team's turning out, man. I like it. Like, we might be thin at running back, but that's kind of how I like to play these contests a little bit. When there's 558 people in the final, I want to have the receivers that can just get 30 points in a game. And I want to have running backs that they can get multiple touchdowns. And then good stacks with quarterbacks as well. And having Colson Loveland on this team just feels great. So I'm quite liking how this team's turning out, man. And then hoping we can get in a war room after this. I'm still in the war room lobby. By the way, we are 9 out of 12 in the war room, so it looks like we will be able to fill it. Hopefully we fill it near the end of this draft so I don't have to go back and forth too much. But even if I do, at least I'm at the 101, so it makes it easier to balance and manage both teams. Yeah, dude, I like this team. For my second last team, that's great. And then I'm sure I'm probably going to do my last draft tomorrow. And with that, I'm also hoping they really drop another contest, man. I know they probably want this little board to fill, but it's just not going to. Like, there's no way. They have to drop another contest, right? Maybe they're going to wait till the big board's full and drop it on like Friday. I don't remember what day they dropped the war room to, if it was like a Thursday or Friday. But I have one more big board. I have 2 more war rooms after we draft our next one, and then maxed out here, maxed out here. I didn't draft any of the war room 1 just because it was so early in the off season that I don't know. I didn't feel that strongly that I really needed to spend $100 on a 4 entry max contest. Did you max last year as well? How'd you do? Yeah, I definitely did max last year, and I had great advance rates. Like, my advance rates were like pretty phenomenal, honestly. I think I advanced at least 60 teams, maybe like 65, something like that in the big board. I didn't have any teams make the finals, unfortunately. It was a bit of a weird finals. And yo, we got the missile falling back to us and skid marks, dude. We're not even looking at the rest of the board. We are just drafting these guys, man. Now, with Nice and Blunt on our team, we talked about Brian Robinson versus Woody Marks. And I agree that I like Brian Robinson more than Woody Marks. But for my specific portfolio, when I drafted a bunch of Woody Marks, like in the 110s, 120s, if I can get some shares of him at 169, I'm gonna be pretty happy with that. And now I'm really glad that I drafted a receiver with my last pick. So then we didn't have to settle for one of these old guys like Debo, Calvin Ridley. We got Rashid Shaheed, and then we got Keaton Missile falling back to us. This never even happens anymore. And then Woody Marks, we're cool with that too, man. I am really loving this team. Really loving this team. We don't have any rookies, but I don't think that's really necessary. This is a very fun team. For sure. Let me see if I can tell you exactly how many teams I advanced. I'll go over to my I think I can find it in results still from last year. Pre-draft best ball weeks 1 to 14. The big board qualifiers. Oh, I'm gonna have to count them. It doesn't just show me. You know what? For you guys, I'm gonna count them so I can see. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This might take a while. Let's do this a different way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. Yeah, I advanced like just about 60 teams in the big board, like 59, 60, something like that last year. Didn't have any make the finals that year, unfortunately, but can't always get there like that. And I think like the most important thing for yeah, honestly, I might actually just mix in Stribling on this team for you. I don't even care. I might do it. We'll see. But I think the most important thing for advancing these big boards is just your roster construction and where you draft players and how you find the values in each round with just sort of pockets of players. Like y'all see me talking about where I think values are at receivers, where I think values are at running backs. I think that has a lot more to do with it than actually having like the best player takes personally. So, a couple players I'm eyeing right here. I'm going to go ahead and get Gunnar Helm. Now, do I want 3 tight ends on this team? Do I want 3 tight ends? I don't know if I need to draft my next one now because David Njoku would also feel good on this team, but I wouldn't mind like a Nicholas Singleton as my last running back. I think I'm going to go Nicholas Singleton over Njoku. Get our 6th running back because now I'm pretty happy stopping with these 6. I definitely don't need 7. So I'm cool with that. And then we get our first rookie. And I'm going to be fine with 8 receivers on this team too. So maybe we do afford ourselves a 3rd tight end. Seeing who comes back to us though. We don't need to force it. We don't need to push it. And I'm cool with that. We got Gunnar Helm to stack up with Cam Ward as well. So I am happy with that. And we are waiting for 2 people in the war room. Would love to get this one filled. Waiting for 2. Almost done this big board. So it's kind of lining up pretty well actually for this to fill. Hopefully we can. I think this is close enough where people aren't going to be backing out or anything. So if you want to join a war room with me, hop on in. We're waiting for 2. And then hopefully we can get to that one right after we finish this one. And waiting for 1 now. So that should fill right when this one finishes. And if we have to go back and forth for like 1 or 2 picks, then that's totally fine. But I'm quite liking how this team turned out right now. Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Cam Ward as our quarterbacks. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chuba Dubadoo, Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Missile, Woody Marks, and Nicholas Singleton. Receivers, we have Nico Collins, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams, Wandale Robinson, Jaden Reed, and Rashid Shaheed, with Colson Love and Gunnar Helm as our tight ends. I'm loving this, man. I'm absolutely loving it. Going to be drafting 2 more receivers to finish with 8 and feel good about it. Probably going to get a 3rd tight end as well, because I don't think we need a 7th running back on this team when we have Gibbs, and definitely don't need a 4th quarterback for sure. Yeah, this is a nice team, man. And we just squeeze in another Gibbs team in our portfolio. That feels great, dude. And the war room has filled. The war room has filled. What pick are we? Not in the front. Damn. We are pick 12. Okay. So we just go from pick 1 to pick 12. I think it was yesterday's draft that we went from pick 12 to pick 1. And then another draft earlier, we also went from pick 12 to pick 1. But we go reverse order this time. Pick 1 to pick 12. Just both ends of the board, man. In our first war room, we drafted pick 3, I'm pretty sure, and we got Jamar Chase. So this one, we get a little different. Other end of the board, I would still much prefer a top 3 pick. I think it's just a pretty big advantage this year, personally. Travioli with the Najee Harris. I like a Najee Harris pick. See what GMK does. Hopefully he gives us Njoku. That would feel great. I mean, he has Brock Bowers, Mason Taylor. Doesn't necessarily need a 3rd. And, we were thinking about taking Njoku with our last pick, and he falls back to us. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing, man. And let's maybe go with Dontavian Wicks with him. Get some double Green Bay. I'm cool with that. Let's do it. And then we'll draft 1 more receiver. We'll hop on over to the war room. This is nice that we're both on the other end of the board too, so it's not even like difficult to balance our 2 picks. And I'm quite happy with how that big board turned out. That one feels great, man. Feels great. How was the roast yesterday? Dude, I fucking nailed it. Absolutely beautiful, medium rare. Absolutely beautiful. Took it out of the fridge a good like 3 to 4 hours before cooking it, so it gets towards like room temperature, cooks perfectly all the way through. We took that bitch out of the oven around like 117, 118 degrees internally. We rested it for, 20 to 30 minutes. So it lets it get up to that 135. I always like to cut it when it's at like 134. And man, it was beautiful. Absolutely nailed it. Roasts are nice, man, because they're so easy. Like, it's kind of hard to mess up a roast, to be honest. You literally just pay attention. That's all you have to do is pay attention. And now we need to pay attention to this draft and see who we get to start with. Probably going to go double running back because there's just a sea of running backs right here. See what Vesuvius does. He goes JJ. I'm going to take James Cook, and I'm going to take Saquon Barkley. Just my first 2 initial picks of who I want to take. James Cook, Saquon. Maybe pretty chalky, but I'm cool with it, man. These are guys that are just going to get points, right? And this is a 2 out of 12 advance. So going a little more flat is totally fine. Now, let's hop back on over to the big board. Are we going to do it? I swear, this guy only has an ADP because Money and a Thing is drafting him. I don't know anything about this dude's dribbling. Let me see, like, how do you fucking spell his name? DeJean. Let me see his like measurables. Oh, he went to Ole Miss. Ole Miss has good history. He wore number 1, so that automatically gives him aura. Wearing number 1, 6'2", 200 pounds, good size. He looks like he can play ball. I mean, he's got a nice goatee, got like a mini afro, so that's not bad. Maybe we just do it, man. Maybe we do it for our boy Jeff, and we just take a Stribling. Unless Travioli goes ahead and takes him. But if not, man, fuck it, dude. I'll take him. Why not? We'll take him for you. Going day 2 in the 3rd round. I mean, we have heard that it's like a good receiver class, right? And very deep. So just getting a couple shares of other guys, like you don't want all of them to be Ted Hurst or Antonio Williams. Even though those guys are fine too. I've drafted Skylar Bell. I've drafted Bryce Lance. I wouldn't mind just getting a random share. Ooh, though, Khalif Raymond could also be a fun click, though. I will say, Khalif Raymond, a bit of a fun click when I have Caleb Williams. So that's a little interesting, man. We'll see, though. I mean, if Stribling's a 0, then it's kind of just who cares. Adam Randall gets taken by Travioli. Yo, man, we're going to do it for you, Jeff. We're going to do it for you. Imagine GMK just snipes him as his 10th. That would be hilarious. He takes Antonio Williams as his 10th. Damn. I guess he did go pretty thin. But you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We took Stribling. So, final team, we have Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Cam Ward. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chuba Duba Doo, Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Missile at 168 is nice. Woody Marks, Nicholas Singleton. Receivers, Nico Collins, Chris Olave, J-Mo, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jaden Reed. We're on the clock. This war room's going quicker. And okay, we don't even have to think about this. We can just let it auto, man. T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson. Yes, please. Don't even need to think about those clicks. We'll just take the top of ADP. And now let's go back and look at this one, man. We're not done. I still need to name my other ones from a few days ago. I got to do that. Receivers, Nico Collins, Chris Olave, J-Mo, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jaden Reed, Rashid Shaheed, Dontavian Wicks, and DeJean Stribling. And this guy only has an ADP because of money ain't a thing. But we'll split the 200K when Stribling goes for 20 points week 17. I mean, we'll see about that. I don't know about split it for one player. Maybe I give you 1/20th because that's one player out of 20. That would be pretty generous of me. And then tight ends, we got Colson Lovin, Gunnar Helm, David Njoku. I love this trio. Like, we got David Njoku to fall back to us as well when we were considering drafting him a full round earlier. That feels great, man. I love my tight ends, love my receivers, love my running backs for the most part. I mean, we have Gibbs, so it makes me love him. And then love my quarterbacks. So this team absolutely fucks. Very, very happy to have it as my second last team in the big board. I'm very happy with that. Okay, now full focus onto the war room. We have James Cook, Saquon Barkley, T. Higgins, and Garrett Wilson. Very, very nice start for me, I feel like. Like, this 12 spot actually feels quite nice. Because I think T. Higgins and Garrett Wilson are in a different tier. Even above Igbuka and T-Mac, I would have them. Wide receivers are falling a little bit, though. Pickens at 29, Olave 27, Nico 26. I guess this is kind of normally where they go. Maybe they didn't fall too much. They did fall in the war room that we did yesterday, though, for sure. And the one hole gets Loveland, gets Rome. Also, let me know if you guys are in here. If anyone is in here, definitely let me know. I recognize Fantasy Grinder. I recognize JK Richer. Not sure if you guys are in the stream, but let me know, man. Stribling went on a top 30 visit with the Bears. You may walk into a stack with Caleb. All right, that would actually be pretty sick, man. That actually would be pretty sick because the Bears it would make sense for them to draft another receiver for sure. And dude, if Stribling is just good, I will forever give you your props about it. Don't you worry. And dude, we got Lamar with Josh Allen stacked up already. This guy is pissed. This guy is pissed. Oh, dude, Cam Scatabo, my favorite player, still here? No way. Oh, what? He got sniped from me? Oh, bummer. All right, we're going to take Joe Burrow for sure. And then, I mean, I probably want another wide receiver, but I kind of feel like getting a little weird. on this. I mean, there's a ton of wide receivers, a ton of good ones. Kind of feel like taking Tyler Warren. I know tight ends, they can fall back to this turn as well, but let's try it out, man. Let's try Tyler Warren. Get a bit of a unique stack. Plus, I don't have too much Tyler Warren. So getting him here, I'm cool with it. Because at the next turn, there are still some receivers I like. And receivers seem to be falling a bit in the war room. So let's just try it out, man. Let's get our onesie positions. Go for a little bit more of a flat team. And see how that goes for us. I'm cool mixing in some Tyler Warren right there. Because let me check how much Tyler Warren I have. I'm definitely underweight, but I don't necessarily want to be. I have 5.7% Tyler Warren, which I would rather be at the field like 8 to 10% because I think he's a good pick. But it's just kind of hard to take in the 6th round because I usually go for like the quarterbacks here, or if some receiver values fall, I'll usually take them. But I'm cool mixing in some Tyler Warren here, getting a bit of a unique team for me and just going very balanced. So we'll try this out, see how it works for us. And damn, Dak Prescott, pick 66 is rich. But people just get their guys in this, man. People just get their guys. So let's try it out. And man, we are 2 subscribers away from 200. So if anyone's watching this that is not subscribed yet, please do be a part of the first 200. I would appreciate it very much. And yeah, I'm having a ton of fun streaming. We stream every single day around here. So even more reason to subscribe. You don't have to go searching for the videos. They're just in your sub box. You can reliably find it every single day. And turn those notifications on too, because I don't go live at the same time every day. So don't want to miss the live streams. We have fun around here, man. Damn, this guy got Caleb at 72 with Rome and Loveland. That feels quite nice. And Marv. I like that for him. It's a fun start right here for Deswan. Jalen Warren getting pulled up too. Not my favorite, but do you, Grinder? He has the goat horns. Buddy Man has the goat horns too. Oh, damn. And Harold Fanning goes 75. So maybe getting Tyler Warren there was a good idea. Just maybe. Very, very balanced start for us. I mean, it doesn't really get more balanced than this. I'm probably going to be looking at double wide receivers with our next pick. And I really don't mind reaching for some guys either. So we'll see who comes to us, man. Michael Wilson gets taken. Hopefully we get some nice falls. That would always feel good. This is exactly who I was hoping I would get, Parker Washington. Y'all already know I love me some Parker Washington. So Jordan Addison goes. I mean, DK would be fun. All right, we get DK, and Kyle Pitts goes 83. Dang. Kyle Pitts goes 83, so it makes me pretty happy that I got my guys where I did. And do we just take Godwin? I just might. Could also just go for a naked Justin Herbert as well, but I think I need the receivers more. And Godwin can provide some nice upside and floor to our team. So I'm cool with that. Yeah, this is a fun start, man. We reached on Tyler Warren instead of passing and passed on one of these receivers, but we get DK to fall back to us. So I'm cool with that. And then Chris Godwin. Whenever I feel kind of thin at receiver, I really don't mind reaching up a little bit for him at the turn because it opens up a quarterback for us in Baker if he falls back to us. And like we're kind of just thinking that Chris Godwin, maybe he just returns to himself after a down year from the injury. So hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he can absorb some of those targets that Mike Evans is leaving. Even though Chris Godwin and Emeka Egbuka kind of play a similar role, Chris Godwin definitely has more rapport with Baker Mayfield. So hopefully he just returns to form. He's not too old, right? How old is Chris Godwin? Chris Godwin's 30. So he is getting up there a little bit, but 30 years old, you can still be kind of at the end of your prime as a receiver, still in that mix. So hopefully he just fulfills that. Damn, the quarterbacks are going. This guy pulls up Goff as well. I don't know if I would have done this for DeSwan. Takes Mahomes with Rice and then Goff with Gibbs, I suppose. But I like how my team's turning out, man. Joe Burrow, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, Tyler Warren. And seeing these tight ends go, Kyle Pitts at 83, Kraft 91, and Laporta 99, makes me happy that I took Tyler Warren here at 61 because if one of those guys fell back to me at 108, I wouldn't feel so great about it, but it's falling well for us. So I'm going to be pretty happy with that. And we got a little unique combination too. Unique for this tournament and unique for my portfolio. So I'm going to be happy about that for sure. Wow, Jacoby Brissett? Dude, this is way too frosted flakes, man. Holy. I mean, taking Dak at 66 is one thing, but Jacoby Brissett at 103. I mean, do you? But not really for me. He takes Kyler. So this works out well for us. Okay, I'm going to take Jayden Reed and then I'm going to take Baker Mayfield. So I am really happy with how this is turning out, actually. Because we have our two anchor running backs in James Cook, Saquon Barkley. We have 5 good receivers in T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, DK, Chris Godwin, and Jayden Reed. Tyler Warren as our borderline elite tight end. And then we have Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield stacked up with T. Higgins and Chris Godwin. This feels very nice, especially for the war room, because it is a 2 out of 12 advance. So you kind of want a little more high ceiling. And we feel good at all of our positions, which makes us quite flexible. So I am very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. This is a fun team, man. This is a fun team. The team we drafted in our last stream was the fun team. So I like it, man. I like it. This is the best draft I've ever seen you do on stream. You getting better. I'm just doing me, man. I'm just drafting teams. I'm not trying to draft the same team every time. I'll try different things. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You know, this team might look good on paper, could just suck. Everyone could get injured. You never know how things work out. So we got to remember, it's April. Team can feel good, but be absolute ass. Team can look absolute ass, but win you the contest. You never know how it'll go. But I definitely like how this one's turning out for us. And learning from the last war room we did, the wide receivers kind of fell a little bit, which is similar in this one too. Like we see Pittman go at 105. That's a great value. Ricky Pearsall went at 98 in this, which is pretty wild. This guy got Brock Purdy, Ricky Pearsall, fantasy grinder. I like that quite a lot. And then quarterbacks seem to go a little higher. CJ Stroud getting pulled up. I mean, Jacoby Brissett getting pulled up is a little absurd. Considering I don't think anyone would have sniped him from you. But hey, it's good for us, man. You helped let Jaden Reed fall back to us, which I am definitely happy with. And then even Coker at 126. Some good players, man. I don't love Matthew Golden, but I might just take him. Okay, well, he gets taken anyways. So there's a lot of nice players that we can choose from. And I think this is a pretty easy selection for me right here as well. I want to get another good receiver. And I think there's a tier break after Omar Cooper. And Aaron Jones as my third running back feels good. There's a bunch of good tight ends here. I don't feel the need to take them though, because I feel like wide receiver thins out a lot more. And there's good tight ends that are available at our next turn. So we're going to get stronger at receiver. We're going to even out our running back room a bit. And I'm going to be happy with that. Because we're just counting on Tyler Warren being good, right? That's what we're betting on in this draft, is that Tyler Warren is just good at football and he is worth reaching on at the top of the 6th round. So I'm going to lean into that for sure. I quite like how this draft is turning out. And then we see Denzel Boston go right after as well. I would have considered Matthew Golden. I would have considered Jalen McMillan. But honestly, kind of like Omar Cooper more. Just for the upside. First round drafted rookie, almost certainly. And we just get a sea of tight ends going. Damn. Kittle, Likely, Kincaid, Jay Ferg, Dallas Goddard, Kenyon Sadiq, all going one after another. 6 in a row. Damn. But they ain't no Tyler Warren. So I'm cool with it, man. This is a fun team. Really leaning into our anchor running backs. Got a lot of depth at receiver. And another veteran running back that can just get us some good points as well, which I think is nice for a tournament like this with this structure. 2 out of 12, 2 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 30-seat final. So if you make the finals, although you have to remember, this is extremely top heavy. Like 30-seat final, first place wins 20 grand, and then 26 to 30th, only $100. So yes, you do want some floor for this to get to the finals, but you really need to get that high ceiling, because first place is a heck of a lot more than 30th. Even compared to like 10th, like, or 15th, 1,000. Like we want that 20K. is quite a big drop off. It's it's a fun structure though, which I quite like, man. Fun structure. 4 entry max as well makes it really interesting for sure. And we'll see who comes back to us. There's definitely a couple players that I would really like. Wow, Gino as well. This guy is not afraid to reach for his quarterbacks. And Daniel Jones is someone I would have really liked to get with my next pick when I have Tyler Warren, but that's okay. Chig goes. Now, do I want another tight end here or do I want running backs? I'm going to take the missile. And then Juwan Johnson, Brenton Strange. I'm probably going to get one of these guys. Or do I want to push tight end more and get another running back or receiver? This is the dilemma. I think I'm just going to get another tight end here and be happy with it. Now, Brenton Strange, Juwan Johnson. I'm going to take Juwan Johnson. Honestly, I just think he's better than Brenton Strange. So I'm going to roll with that. And dude, people are getting so horny for these quarterbacks. I'm not going to force a third when I have Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield. I'm happy with those two. What's up, Who Hames? How we doing today? Who Hames had a great stream with Jamie yesterday. And yo, let me check how many subscribers Who Hames has, because man, he is so close to 500. If anyone watching this is not subscribed to Who Hames, please do, man. Who Hames has great drafts, great content, and he is at, oh, he got 500. Let's go, buddy. Hell yeah, dude. 500 subscribers for Who Hames. Hey, still go subscribe anyways, man. But let's go, man. Big congrats for Who Hames getting that 500. Because I don't know much about YouTube still, but 500 subscribers unlocks a lot of things for you as a creator. And I don't even know all of it yet, but Who Hames streams just about to get even better. So definitely subscribe to Who Hames, man. Puts out great content. And I think I just saw you going live with our boy Goofy Chicken. And Goofy Chicken just hit 100 subscribers. So big congrats to the Goofy Chicken, man. They're going live at 2 p.m. Pacific, I think I saw. Yeah, 2 p.m. Pacific for Who Hames and Goofy Chicken. So definitely want to go check those out, man. 2 fun creators. And we're almost at 200 subscribers. So everyone hitting milestones right now, which feels phenomenal. A lot of love in the best ball community right now. A lot of people hitting milestones. We are growing. And it feels good, man. It's a really fun, really supportive community. And I am very happy to be a part of it. Yeah, 500 allows for memberships and super chats. I just need to take the time to set all that up. Hell yeah, dude. Big congrats, Who Hames. That's great. And yeah, Goofy Chicken and Who Hames going live in an hour, 45 minutes. Sounds good, man. And I'm happy some of these running backs are falling because we took the missile and then we decided for a tight end. But look at the tight ends that went, man. A bunch of tight ends just went. Schultz, Hawkinson, Barner, Henry, Strange. So happy I took Juwan right there. You know, oh, damn, Woody Marks went. The skid marks. So I'm going to take Brian Robinson and probably Deebo Samuel as well. Deebo at 181. Like, although Emmett Johnson too. Damn, this is tough. Do I want the receiver or do I want the rookie running back? I'm going to take Deebo first because I definitely want Deebo on this team. But then Emmett Johnson or B-Rob? This is a tough one, man. You know what? I have so much B-Rob. I don't really see Emmett Johnson fall this far. So let's go Emmett Johnson because look at our running backs. We have James Cook, Saquon, Aaron Jones. These are like 3 veteran guys, 3 solid guys. Then we have the missile for some upside. Let's get a rookie in there, man. Let's get Emmett Johnson, pick 181. What's really the downside of that? And then Deebo as our 7th wide receiver at pick 180. That feels great too. I really love how this draft is turning out for us. Feels great, man. This is a great stream. We don't have too many people watching because it's a weird time of the day, but shoot, man, we are crushing this. Hey, what's up, Nice and Blunt? How are we doing today, man? Hope you're having a beautiful Monday, my friend. I certainly am. And we are crushing this, man. We did our second to last big board. So now in the big board, we have one left. We're going to save that probably for tomorrow. 94.6% full. So we're going to fill it before expected. But man, we had a fun one in our last draft. For anyone who is just tuning in now, Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Cam Ward, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chuba Hubbard, Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Missile, Woody Marks, and Missile at 168. Woody Marks 169. I'm cool with that. But Missile at 168 is nice. Nicholas Singleton, receivers, Nico Olave, JMO, Wandale. And then we reached on Jaden Reed at 97, and we had Jordan Love fall back to us at 120, which was perfect. Rashid Shaheed, Wicks, and then for our boy, Money and a Thing, we did it. We drafted Deshaun Stribling. And then tight ends, Colson Loveland, Gunnar Helm, David Njoku at 216. Feels like a great team to have in my portfolio. Still need to go ahead and name these ones, but it's been a fun stream, man. If you're just tuning in now, definitely after this, go check out how we ended up with that team. It was a fun one, man. And this one's turning out quite well also. Yeah, Emmett at 181, too cheap, should be getting drafted higher. I think it fits this team more than Brian Robinson. I already have so much Brian Robinson as well. I have like 20%, and I feel great about it. Brian Robinson should also be going higher, but I think the rookie just makes sense for us on this team. I really do. Would have been nice if like Tank Bigsby fell back to us. Although we do have Saquon, so not necessarily the best team to get a Tank Bigsby on. And Ray Davis is usually a guy that I like to draft in these later rounds, but we also have James Cook. So don't know if I necessarily want to handcuff them together. Let's see. Are there any quarterbacks at all still available? There is Kirk Cousins if we want to get a little more floor on this team, which I think we could afford. Could afford just a Kirk Cousins. Even if he's completely naked, I don't really care. Maybe they trade up for Omar Cooper or something in Vegas. But I think I am just going to take Kirk Cousins. And then let's take one of these tight ends as well. Because this is a war room. A little more flat is okay. And I feel great about my running backs. I feel great about my receivers. So getting a naked Kirk Cousins is fine. And then who do we want? Gunnar Helm or David Njoku? Maybe we'll take Gunnar Helm on this team. Go for a little upside. As a rookie, David Njoku not on the team yet. Let's go ahead and get Gunnar Helm. Some fun second-year tight ends, and then our veteran in Juwan Johnson. I think that's nice. I feel very good about my receivers. I feel very good about my running backs, and I'll probably take one receiver and one running back to end out this draft. And I'm not going to – maybe I could get like a Jack Besh or something, but I'm cool with just a naked Kirk Cousins in a tournament like this where some floor is 2 out of 12 advancing. So I'm cool with that, man. You think Brian Robinson gets more carries per game than the Missile and goes 2 rounds later? Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with you. The difference is the Missile can get 80-yard touchdowns and Brian Robinson can barely get an 8-yard touchdown. So for best ball, single week upside, the Missile is just good, in my opinion. I know some people disagree, like our boy Who Hames. Respectfully, everyone's allowed their opinion. I like the Missile. I like Brian Robinson. I have a ton of both of them. Brian Robinson is one of my highest drafted running backs. Like, I'll show you guys. Brian Robinson, I have 20.6% of. Yeah, don't look at this, okay? We don't need to look at this. But Brian Robinson, my third highest drafted running back at 20.6%. I like him a ton. And then look at our fucking Lions, dude. JMO, St. Brown, Laporta. Y'all already know. How much Gibbs do we have too? 13.1% Gibbs feels great. Keaton's a bad pick. You'll fight it. That's okay, man. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. I am certainly a slappy for Keaton Missile, but you don't want to be fully out on a Charger back. It's more so the Mike McDaniel scheme than Keaton Mitchell talent for me personally. It's just more so that he went to the Chargers and is going to be in Mike McDaniel's scheme, who loves his fast running backs. That's it more than anything for me. And hopefully he can just learn to get used in the pass game more. I definitely expect him to. I definitely expect them to teach him more passing game stuff, get used on those like little screens that they used Achane for. So that is what I'm going to go with, and accidentally clicked out of this. Running backs, wide receivers. Let's take a look. I'm not going to force just getting like a Jack Besh to get a stack with Kirk Cousins. I don't think that's necessary. I'm going to take Pat Bryant. We'll do that. We could go with the Katron Allen as well. Just get another rookie running back, which is probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. We'll take Pat Bryant just as a falling piece. And then we got M. Johnson. We got Katron Allen. If one of these rookies hit, then they'll be pretty good for our team. Nice little fall as well, getting him at the end of the draft. I like that. So let's read over the final team. We got Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, and Kirk Cousins. Running backs, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Aaron Jones, Keaton Missile, Emmett Johnson, Katron Allen. Receivers, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, Jaden Reed, Omar Cooper, Deebo Samuel, and Pat Bryant, with Tyler Warren, Juwan Johnson, and Gunnar Helm as our tight ends. What's up, Games Height? Smash that thumbs up, people. We are near the end of our stream, but definitely hit that like button, man. I always appreciate it. And if you're just joining recently, definitely go back, watch the replay, check out the first draft that we did. It was a great one as well. Yeah, Hampton faster than people think. I agree, but I think 40 time and play speed are also different. Like Hampton had a great 40 time, but it's not like he looked like a burner on the field necessarily. And maybe his injury kind of held him back a little bit, even when he came back from it. But is he even injury prone? I mean, he like broke his ankle or something, right? I don't think that necessarily makes someone injury prone. But do you ever take the Missile and Vidal in the same draft? I don't know if I have. I definitely have some Kamani Vidal because I was drafting him before the Missile signed. So I have a good amount of both of them. Let's check out. These are my Chargers exposures. So Missile, my most drafted, 16.6%. Kamani Vidal, again, I was drafting him quite a bit before Hampton signed, 8.6%. 8% Lad. Maybe I wouldn't mind. I kind of like 8% Lad. I think that's totally fine. Just kind of right at the field. 7.4% Herbert. I would kind of want to be a little bit higher, honestly, because I think Herbert's a great fantasy quarterback. Gadsden, 7.4%. That's fine. Trey Harris, I do like, and I have him in some high stakes rooms. Like you see my dollar amount, 272. So Trey Harris is my second highest dollars spent at the Chargers, because I think we got him in like $200 drafts, which I'm cool with because I still like Trey Harris, man. I think he can just step up into a role in his second year. And Hampton, 6.3%, a little lower on, which makes sense because I'm higher on the Missile and Vidal. And then, yeah, I'm kind of out on QJ at cost. I'm not too big on QJ at his price. personally, that's just me. So those are my Chargers exposures. I'm not sure if I have the Missile and Vidal on the same team. I wouldn't be surprised if I do on at least one. But the War Room 2, something went wrong. Oh no. Hampton has good play speed. Believe it. I definitely believe you. Broke his ankle, tried to come back the same year and wasn't the same, but I promise you, he's explosive and broke away a few times last year before the injury. Not enough Chargers. I get it nice and blunt. Everyone's gonna be a stan for their team. No problem. Yeah, I don't want to completely fade Hampton, but I personally just think he's a little expensive at cost. Like, look at my Lions exposures, man. Look at this name. Yeah, we did it, dude. We have one share of Sion Vaki. Hey, could compete for number 2 job. You never know, man. He was a Brad Holmes draft pick. Dude, if Sion Vaki actually just like plays and I have like the only Sion Vaki team in the big board, that would be hilarious. Isaac Tesla is kind of the only one I'm like underweight on. Pacheco, I don't consider this underweight Pacheco because he was going undrafted most of the season. But I think I would like a little bit more Tesla. I've just drafted so much of the top end guys. Like JMO, almost 24%, 21% St. Brown. I feel great about 20% Laporta. I quite like as long as he stays healthy. That's the thing with Laporta. If he stays healthy, he is a beast. Hopefully that back injury does not hamper him. And then 16.5% Goff. I think he's my most drafted quarterback, which makes sense with how many Lions I have. And then 13.1% Gibbs, I feel phenomenal about. And yeah, Joe Burrow is my highest drafted quarterback because I've been pretty lucky to get Joe Burrow falling back to me in the 6th round when I have Jamar Chase quite a few times. So I'm really happy with that. And then when I have T. Higgins, I usually end up just drafting Burrow because I just like him in the 6th round. I think he's a great player. And as long as he stays healthy, I think that will pay off. So that's where I'm at. And then, yeah, y'all see my top exposures. I think maybe I have a bit too much of the lemon, but if he gets in the right landing spot, man, the lemon can just be so good. I like my Omar Cooper exposure. I'm cool with that. AJ Barner, my most drafted tight end, I don't feel bad about. I don't necessarily think he's going to be a league winner by any means, but I just think he's a good click. And going where he is, I like leaning into the young upside. Yo, you witnessed the Sion Vaki click. Dude, that was hilarious. Like, round 19, 20, who fucking cares, man? Most of the guys you're going to draft there are going to be zeros anyways, so it made me laugh. Now we have a meme on the channel, and I'm going to be happy with that. All right? So that's going to do it for me today. Hope everyone has a beautiful rest of your Monday. I love you. Come back tomorrow. Joy is beautiful, and we are going to end this stream. Hey, damn it. Hey, down. Hey, boy. Yo. Oh, dude, I just fell off my stool too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.